How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with one of those YouTube beer tube kind of tag video things. A couple months ago, several months ago, I actually don't remember. Somewhere between several and couple. They actually merge. Anyway, a couple months ago, there was a kind of a tag video thing going around YouTube. Beer tube, whatever you want to call it, beer specific stuff, and it's called Frequently Asked Beer Questions, started by Tasting Niche, getting some momentum and got pretty good legs behind it, and I got tagged in it by Nate Ryerson, and did my whole thing on it, and enjoyed the actually crap out of it, because guess what? This guy loves lists and loves clickbait, and that's kind of where these tag videos fall in, so I'm a sucker for them. But anyway, did that one, had fun with it, enjoyed a lot of the responses I read from people, and one of the people I believe I tagged in that video was Nerdsense. Nerdsense beer reviews, they're up from Boston, do a lot of beer stuff, duo, doing a bunch of fun beer stuff, and they actually tagged me back in a kind of newer kind of beer questionnaire kind of thing going on. It's not even a beer questionnaire thing, that's the thing. So more of a generic kind of YouTube kind of tag thing. But, I saw it right before I came up to actually do some beer reviews. I was about to do a beer review. Do a little Gilded Lily by Carton and some other stuff. And I saw it right before I came up. So I just did 2 beer reviews, and I said, fuck it, just do the video real quick, because it'll be fun. So there you go. Interesting story. And like I said, I'm a sucker for like this stuff. I just love clickbaity, listy stuff. So appeals to my nature. Anyway, let's jump into it. I don't know what the name of this is. I just know there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. There's 3 responses to each question, and I'm going to answer them. Anyway, here we go. The first one is, name 3 YouTubers that have inspired you. Before I get into that, the inspired thing, I don't know, that word's a little strong for me. I kind of said that thing with the old frequently asked beer questions. It's a look up to is what they used. Inspired's a little softer, so I can work with it. But anyway, that preface aside, number 1, first person that has inspired me in BeerTube was a gentleman by the name of Joe Cali. He's actually NEPA beer reviews on YouTube, or he was. He actually kind of stopped doing the whole thing. He's a brewer now. You've seen him on his channel. You've seen him on my channel. He's a brewer now at Ironheart Brewing in Carbondale, Pennsylvania. He inspired me to actually start my channel in general. I kind of, I watched a couple beer reviews here and there from random beer reviewers, but never really thought about doing it. And I met him in real life. First time I ever met him. He said he did beer reviews, and he was a young kid. And he's still relatively young, but a young kid at the time. And I spitefully, kind of weirdly inside of me, I've told this story before, kind of looked at him like, that dude does beer reviews? I'm like, I know way more than this guy. If that guy can do it, I can do it. So I started doing it, almost like, kind of like, I should do that shit, because I know everything. I don't. That's what I tell myself and everything. So actually, he's the one who inspired me to actually make my channel. So that is to a T what the question is asked about. So there you go. NEPA beer reviews, Joe Cali. Like I said, he doesn't really do it anymore, but that's number 1. Number 2, inspired. And this one actually works. It's more of a real life thing. It's my future wife, Liesel. She actually has a YouTube channel herself, believe it or not. It's called Buckaloo View. She does knitting and yarn stuff. Kind of weird to put that out there, but whatever. She's on YouTube, so you'll find it eventually. She does a lot of stuff. She dyes her own yarn and creates a lot of different things, so she's a very creative person in real life. And it's not so much that her YouTube stuff inspires me. I watched them all, and they're fun, and she's very, very awesome. She's my future wife, so I find her to be awesome. I hate the word fiance, so that's why I'm saying future wife. But in general in life, she inspires me a lot, because she's how good of a person, how kind of a person she is, and the stuff that she does. That inspires me in general, so it's kind of like a weird kind of bridge between those. So that's number 2. Number 3, don't drink beers. Don't drink beers is actually, I wouldn't put it inspiration, but just he's my favorite person in beer. For those that you don't know who Don't Drink Beers is, I'm sorry you don't know, but now you know. If you're watching this, go check him out. He's not necessarily a YouTube guy. He has videos on YouTube, so that's kind of where I'm kind of like pushing him in there. He's just a beer kind of guy. He's not a journalist. He's not a whatever. He just talks about beer. He's been around for a while. I forget how long ago. It's been years since I've been following the guy, and he's just hilarious. He actually legitimately loves beer, and will review beer more in text form, and talk about beer in a positive light. But he's very funny and makes fun of a lot of the stereotypes that a lot of beer nerds kind of fall into nowadays. So if you go to his actual YouTube channel and just Don't Drink Beers and watch them, it's just him just kind of just doing outrageous shit and making fun of all the whales that people covet and stuff like that. And his Instagram is fucking daily fodder for me. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely fucking hilarious shit. So, like, so much that he's not necessarily an inspiration, but inspiration not to keep shit serious all the fucking time. I'm a pattern guy, so I kind of fall into a rut where I want to be like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to see a little bit of levity in beer, and which it needs a lot more of it, to be perfectly honest with you. You can actually bust chops and make fun of shit and still be serious about things. So that's kind of why I dig that. Next set of questions would be, name 3 things you're good at. This is really easy because I'm really good at a lot of different things. First thing, I'm really good at fixing things. That's actually legit. No jokes aside. I'm like, it's my favorite thing in the world is to fix shit. Whether it be physically or literally or figuratively or whatever you want to call it. I like to fix things. It's what I do at my job. I'm a fixer. I do things. I create things, but at the same time I fix things. So I'm just really good at fixing stuff, whether it be like emotion or physical or, you know, anything you give me I can pretty much fix. So that's my jam. 2, I'm really good at being right. I'm right so much, it's not even funny. Yeah, it's like insane how awesome it is being right all the time. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, and the number 3, I don't know if this is actually like a weird one, but I'm really good at being honest. I am. I come off as an asshole to a lot of different people, and rightfully so, because I kind of can be, but at the same time, I do get kind of like miscast, not typecast. Typecast actually, and miscast as an asshole a lot of times, because I actually do really put a lot of credence in telling the truth. I think that comes through a lot in my beer reviews. I think it comes through a lot in my life, to where I just don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean? If someone actually asks me a question, be like, do I look fat in this? I will go, yeah. Then that you ask me a question, I'm going to give you an answer. You know what I mean? And, you know, some people get offended by that. Then don't ask me the question. If you're going to ask me something, I'm going to give you an honest answer. Honestly, because that's how I want to be treated in my life. So it's probably one of the best things I feel. And again, we all kind of look at ourselves through rose-colored glasses. But I feel like one of my best traits is a very solid core, moral, ethical compass core that is built through honesty. You know what I mean? To a fault, a lot of times. So, again, that's just me. So those are 3 things I think I'm good at. 3 things I'm excited about. Okay. First thing I'm excited about, and I'm super excited about this, is I don't play a lot of video games. I like video games, but I haven't been playing a lot of them as of late, but I'm really addicted to MLB The Show right now. And I, about a month or so ago, I'm like playing, if you don't know what the game is, it's a baseball game, and you create a player and you make your way up through the minor leagues and all that shit. I'm in the major leagues, and I'm actually only in my 3rd year. And I must have had a couple too many drinks or something like that, and I signed a 6-year contract for whatever. So now I'm stuck playing for, well, actually it's the Cubs right now, but I was at the Pirates forever, and I'm really excited about getting out of that 6-year contract so I can sign with the Yankees to be a power hitting center fielder for the Yankees. Not joking either. I'm kind of excited for that to happen. So that's one thing I'm really excited about. 2, I'm really excited about how in my life everything that I like is super cool, and everything I hate is the dumbest shit ever. I always find that really weird how that turned out to be like that. You know, what are the chances of everything that I enjoy being super cool and super interesting, and everything that I don't care about being dumb? I thought that was a cool coincidence. So, yeah. That's pretty cool if you don't ask. If you don't ask me. Is that the word I'm looking for? Anyway, number 3. Seriously, I'm really excited about my life with my future wife. I'm, a curmudgeon weird dude. A couple too many LBs, a couple too many words coming out of my mouth, a couple too many, farts in the night. But I found a super cool person that I'm genuinely excited about. Like, actually redefined my ideas of giving a shit. And by giving a shit, I mean like love and all that stuff. So I'm super excited about doing that. The future I'm excited about. The future in my life, which will encompass her and a lot of different things. So that I'm super excited about. So yeah, last thing, tag 3 subscribers. Let's see, I will tag the future wife again, Liesel. Buckle View, she can answer this. This is very not beer oriented stuff, so she can answer it. She may not answer it, she may not. I don't know, but hopefully she does. She's downstairs probably listening around the corner right now, which is pretty funny. So anyway, number 2, I'll tag Don't Drink Beers. He doesn't subscribe to me, but I'm going to tag him anyway. You want to know why? Because it'd be fun if he actually did it. He won't. He won't even know I said this, but whatever. And number 3, I'll actually tag someone who might actually do that, and that'll be the Paul from PA Brew News. Paul, awesome dude. One of the first people in beer tubing community I ever hung out with and ever talked to. And I think he would have fun with this because he's much of the kind of jerky, curmudgeon-y kind of person like myself. So I think he would have fun with it and just kind of throw a bunch of weird shit out there. Plus, you should check him out because he's a fun dude and he does really good beer reviews and, he's weird and he likes metal. So there you go. A little weird kind of 3 questions. So I was going to give it a name. I don't know. Can I give a name to something that I didn't start? I don't know. Anyway. So there you go. A little tag video. 4 question, 3 response tag video thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully you took half of that shit with stride because I was joking through some of that. Which parts? You'll never know. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.